welcome to another week's video. I'm gonna start this with a disclaimer. This is the second time I'm recording. I did the first recording of the video where I had all of the little set packed, wrapped, and all of that jazz, and I had some settings and I got confused while recording. The settings got a bit mixed up, the footage was not good, and I didn't want to share something here that I didn't think was reflective of what I usually share, and so I decided to film again. So excuse me for not having everything set up beautifully like I had in the beginning. We'll do the best that we can, but keeping that in mind, I'm gonna use my previous experience with these colors that I had swatched to show you in the best possible way. So if you're new here, welcome. My name is Carolina. I'm a Brazilian artist living in Dublin. I'm always sharing videos here about watercolors, art books, and a lot of art related content. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It really helps the channel. And if you are following me here for a while, thank you so much. I really appreciate you, and yeah, keep those comments coming. Like the video if you like the content, and that's it. So this is a very exciting new set released by Deep Light recently. It's called The Soul of the Oak, and it has 6 brand new colors. So I have previously on the channel swatched all the Deep Light catalog of 99 colors, if I'm not mistaken. I have a playlist here on the channel. If you're interested, I'm gonna leave a card here and you can check that out. So when I saw that they released these 6 new colors, I was super excited, and they were very kind to send them to me so I could share them with you. And the colors are gorgeous. Now that I have already swatched them once, I can tell you they are really unique. They have different properties from all of the other colors in the catalog, so they really stand on their own. So we have a yellow, a type of ochre, a blue, 2 greens, and a muted purple. So I'm gonna share a bit with you of the site listing over here on the screen for this set. It's a very beautiful set curated by the people at Deep Light based on the nature that surrounds their studio. So they have this oak tree, and they were inspired by the colors surrounding this tree to create this set, and they have all the explanations there on the website about the inspiration, about the colors themselves, and they have also the photos of some swatches. So I encourage you to go there and take a look. And also, in case you were not aware, I'm a Deep Light ambassador, which means I can offer you a discount, and you can have 15% discount on any purchase with Deep Light. Just use Colored Carol at checkout and you automatically have the 15% off. This doesn't expire, so you can use as many times as you want. And yeah, I hope that helps you to try some more beautiful colors by the lovely people from Deep Light. So without further ado, let's start swatching, because I'm very excited to share this with you again now in a proper way. So I hope that you'll be able to see well the colors now. And it's a bit cloudy here today in Dublin, so I have the indoor lights on, and I really hope that this time I make justice to this gorgeous set of colors. So I did some a type of grid here. I noticed with these colors they have very magical effects when used wet on wet, so I decided to swatch them as usual, I usually do for the colors here on the top, and then I'm gonna let them spread over here wet into wet, so you can see the color separation of some of these colors. So let's start. The first one has a name that I have difficulty pronouncing. And I just realized now that I should have checked how to say that, but I haven't, and so you go with it. It's called Lichen. I hope I'm saying this right, but if I'm not, please correct me in the comments. It's a very beautiful yellow, and it's transparent, but it has a gorgeous luminosity, and it's, like I mentioned, very different from the other yellows available in the Deep Light catalog. I will show you later my colors chart, so you'll see better. But yeah, this is a very, very beautiful yellow, and I'm sure you can create gorgeous greens with this yellow. It does remind me of the lichen, actually, that you see growing on tree branches, and sometimes I see even on concrete over here. So it's a very evocative color. I'm gonna use a different brush for that. I'm gonna use the quill brush from Jackson's. It's a softer brush, so I'll let it spread. I'll maybe drop a bit more water just to encourage the paint to just flow. Let me drop a bit more pigment here. Now, I didn't expect anything in particular with this color because I remember it didn't have color separation, but you'll see with some of the other colors there'll be magic happening on the page. Actually, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so you can see better. So the next one, it's called Acorn Rust, and it's a very beautiful type of ochre color. Type of a brown ochre. And again, quite unique compared to the other colors in the catalog. It has some subtle granulation. I feel like this set, it really represents autumn. It has some very autumnal colors over here, and you'll see the other colors as well. And then after I finish swatching the colors, I'm gonna do just a little demo here. I just drew an oak leaf, which I will paint for you so you can see the characteristics of these colors. And I'll show you the close-ups when they are dry, as usual as well. So I'm gonna drop a bit more water here, just to encourage the granulation to show, even though I can see already some granulation, but we'll see. I'm gonna swatch the purple reed. It's a very beautiful muted purple. I mentioned in my previous recording that this looks like a marriage between Tough and Potter's Pink, and you'll see why when I drop it on the wet paper. It has also beautiful texture, and if you are into granulation, color separation, paints full of character. You will absolutely love this set, I'll tell you. It's a very nice neutral type of purple, which I find very suitable, like I said, for autumn scenes. You can use it to paint the bark of trees, you can use to paint decaying leaves. I'm really going to town with the water here, so hope that it will show through when it's dry. Now I'll get to the cooler tones. So first we have blue, which is called haze blue. It's a very unique blue. Nothing else in the catalog really comes close to this type of blue, so very nice to have. I love blue, so I was very happy to see that this one is quite different from the others. I'm trying not to touch the yellow here. And it has very beautiful texture as well. I'm just moving a bit the paper so you can see better. I'm so excited to share this set with you because I really love it, and I was happy to see new colors to the catalog, and I think people will really like them. Look how beautiful. This is perfect for this type of cooler weather skies, even though here it's more of a grayish color at the moment, but I think it's really useful also for winter scenes, I would say. Look at this granulation already showing here, even though I didn't add any more water. Maybe I'll add a bit more. There's some type of grayish background color which is showing through here when I add a little bit more. And now the most magic colors in this set are the greens, and I hope to make it justice. First, I'm gonna swatch Oak Moss, which is a very beautiful brownish green, kind of like a green umber. But what's special about this, it has some purplish or pinkish, I should say, granulation showing through. Maybe you won't be able to see very well here, but when I do it wet on wet, hopefully you'll see it better. It's a very, very beautiful color. First time I swatched this color, I was really surprised, both of the greens actually, of how it behaved while dispersing on the paper. It's like magic, like I said. You put down the color and you don't notice at first, but with some encouragement I'm starting to see it here. I hope you are as well. You have the pink showing through. I found this would be a very nice color to use for not only vegetation but animals as well. I immediately thought of lizards when I saw this. And the last one is called Soul of the Oak, like the name of the set. And this is a rainbow explosion when diluted. I'm gonna show you now. In Mastone, it's just a very beautiful, very dark, moody green, which again, I could not find anything similar in the catalog. There are other moody greens, dark, in the catalog, but not the way this one behaves. Let's watch the magic happen now. Please don't disappoint me. This breaks down into 2-3 different colors. You can already see here some pink appearing. I'm gonna try to add a bit more water to encourage this color separation. I'm gonna zoom in so you can see even more. So do you see what's happening here? It went from this to this. Look at all of the gorgeous colors happening here. I'm gonna drop a little bit more pigment and see. So now, as these are drying, I'm going to paint this leaf over here. I'm gonna put some music and hopefully showcase you these beautiful colors now in action. So I'm back. Now all the swatches are dry, so I'm gonna show you a close-up. And here is the little acorn leaf that I painted using all of the colors. Really, I just used a tiny little bit of blue here, but mostly the greens and a bit of the yellow and the purple. And then I used these two colors to paint the acorns. I did a glaze first of the acorn rust, and then I used the purple reed on top, and then create this beautiful brown. So you can see here you have a lot of granulation and color separation. It's very interesting effects you can get by mix and matching these colors. As I said, they all have some sort of color separation or granulation. Even the yellow has a slight, I hope you can see here, powdery kind of texture. Then the acorn rust, I would say it's kind of a mix between this and this color. It has like, if you see here on the diluted part, it has kind of a bright yellow tone that's similar to the yellow, and then you have the kind of pinkish granulation that I would say probably comes from Potter's Pink, that I think is present here as well. So that's why also the palette works well together, because I would say some of the colors are present in each other's. So here you have the same type of yellow tone, here you have the same type of pinkish tone. The same happens here. Maybe it's not that visible, but in the oak moss, you have this kind of pinkish undertone here that will probably show off more when you use a lot of water. You can see a little bit also here, but more prevalent in the diluted part. You have the blue that has this kind of grayish, how can I say? It has the granulation, but it has also a kind of a grayish undertone that when you use a lot of water, you can see kind of separating from the blue, which is interesting. I think this will be great for water as well. I can see some like crisp autumn scene, or even yeah, a lake or something. It kind of gets this mood of starting the cold weather. And this color that is the most crazy out there, full of colors inside. If you use it on the mastone, you get this very beautiful, deep, rich green with some purple that shows very, very subtly here at the top. But you definitely see all of the pigments that are inside this mixture if you use a lot of water. Here you can see there's some blue at the top, also some dark green, and then some purple. So when you dilute this, it really explodes into 2, 3, 4 different colors. So it's really unpredictable, and if you like that sort of effect, that one it's a winner definitely. So I'm gonna show you what I had painted before, my different swatches. I had painted also this other acorn leaf over here. These are the other swatches I had done about colors, and I had also diluted the 2 greens because I noticed that they had this color separation properties. Here you can see also a lot of what I was saying about the different tones. So you have this very light green, dark green, almost black, and then you have blues and purples. It's really unique as a color, and you use them together, you get these very textural effects. So it's interesting. And last but not least, let me show you in comparison to the other colors in the range. So here I have all the yellows. So as you can see, the closest that we will have from this yellow would be the Great Teeth, but this is more of a muted yellow in comparison to Great Teeth. Great Teeth is a tiny bit more vibrant, and it doesn't have this type of very subtle granulation, or yeah, it's very subtle, but it's here. This is a bit more flat. Now the acorn rust, there's nothing really that compares. The closest would be the raw sienna, but even so you can see the raw sienna is a bit more earthy, brownish, while the acorn, it goes more on the orangey side, I guess by the presence of this yellow that we see in the background. Then the purple reed, I would say it's very in the family of the tough color that you can see here, but I would say it's almost like a mix between tough and Potter's Pink, because the background color that you see most is kind of like tough, but then you have this granulation that comes through and is more like Potter's Pink. So it's interesting. Nothing that is similar to this blue. Like I said, I would say, yeah, there's nothing really similar to that. It's a very unique blue in the range. Then you have the oak moss that I would say would be kind of on the family of prickly pear, but prickly pear, that is this over here, is more greenish. This is more brownish. And the color separation here is pink. I'm not sure if in the prickly pear is pink as well, but this is a bit more muted and more brownish. And then finally, this gorgeous Soul of the Oak. Like I said, there's nothing really that would come to mind. Like, it's a type of green, very dark green, like forest green, but it's a bit more how can I say, nuanced in the sense that even with the mass tone you have this purpley shadow. So this is more on the green side. It has texture, but it's all green. This has all the color separation that you're seeing here. You can also see this giving a bit more interest in mass tone. So all in all, this is a very, very unique set, very interesting. If you have other colors from Deep Light and you are curious about the sets and you thought maybe they were similar to other colors, I can guarantee you they are unique in their own and they can play very nicely together. So I hope that you enjoyed this video despite my first failed attempt. I hope that this video gave you a very good idea of what this beautiful set is capable of. Let me know what you think in the comments, if you had seen this already. If you are interested in trying Deep Light, don't forget to give me that thumbs up at the end of the video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon. Bye!